Children, and now we are going to have a recap of the quarrel. So quarrel is common between brothers and sister, everybody knows that, and this is a poem, dear, right? I quarreled with my brother. This poem was written by Leonard Fergion. Leonard Fergion, you know about author and you have to read more about that author. She won many literary awards, okay, especially for children literature. I quarreled with my brother. See, they both are quarreling. The poet had a fight with his brother. I don't know what about. See, actually, the reason for both of them were fighting and were not even aware of the cause for the fight. One thing led to another. One thing led to another is the fight was happening because of the series of things. We don't know what happened. One thing was giving way to another. Very simply it started and it is moving to a serious thing. And somehow we fell out. The start of it was slight. Starting of the problem was, beginning the fight was very modest and it was not serious. But at the end, but gradually it grew intense, very big, and became a serious issue. He said he was right. His brother said that he was right. I knew he was wrong. The narrator was thinking himself on the right side. Okay, so we hated one another. The second paragraph, we hated one another. The afternoon turned black. Here the afternoon turned black is afternoon. The noon, the fight became serious and both started hating each other. Then suddenly my brother thumped me on the back. Here they didn't like one another. All of a sudden what happens? The poet's brother hit him on his back and said, "Oh, come along, we can't go on all night." So all of a sudden poet's brother hit him on his back and asked him to get along, as if it is not the right thing to pull the matter throughout the night. So I was in the wrong. I am sorry. I accepted my mistake. He also declared humbly that he was wrong, which proved his generosity. Right? So he was in the right side after accepting. If a person accepted his mistake, then he became higher. So he was in the right. This moved the poet's heart and he realized that he was wrong. Okay. So children, this is the end of the quarrel poem. I quarreled with my brother. I don't know what about. One thing led to another and somehow we fell out. The start of it was slight. The end of it was strong. He said he was right. I knew he was wrong. We hated one another. The afternoon turned black. Then suddenly my brother thumped me on the back and said, "Oh, come along. We can't go on all night." I was in the wrong, so he was in the right. By Leonard Fergion. The summary: the poet had a fight with his brother. Both of them were fighting and were not aware of the cause of the fight. So the fight was happening because of a series of things. One thing was giving way to another. While fighting, both fell down. In the beginning, the fight was modest and it was not very serious. But gradually it grew intense and became a serious issue. His brother said that he was right, whereas the narrator was thinking himself on the right side. In the noon, the fight became serious and both started hating each other. They didn't like one another. All of a sudden, poet's brother hit him on the back and asked him to get along, as it is not the right thing to pull the matter throughout the night. Okay, he was also declared humbly that he was wrong, which proved his generosity. This moved the poet's heart to be, and he realized that he was actually wrong. Children, with your partner, you have to guess the meaning of fell out and turned black. Fell out means dropped down. Turned black, something went bad and unpleasant. One thing led to another. One thing led to another means a series of things were happening, one thing leading to another. The start of it was slight, means beginning was with small petty things, very ignorable things. The end of it was wrong. The start of it was slight means beginning was small, petty things, very ignorable things, but the end of it was strong means finally it became a big issue. The afternoon turned black. Afternoon turned black means something went wrong and unpleasant in the afternoon. Thumped me on the back means hit me heavily on the back. So you have to describe what a quarrel you made with your brother or sister, right? So thank you dear for this quarrel. Next we will meet in the supplementary reader. Children, now it is shepherd's treasure, right? It is a supplementary reader. A poor shepherd lived in Iran. Where he lived in Iran. He was very poor, and he doesn't have a cottage also on his own. He never gone to school or learned to read or write. But very few schools were there in those days. Though poor and uneducated, this shepherd was very wise. He understood people's sorrows and troubles and helped them to face all the problems and encouraged him because of his common sense. People came to him to hear advice and try to solve their problems. Soon he became very famous because of his wisdom and friendly nature also. The king of the country also heard about him and he tries to meet him. This shepherd was disguised as a shepherd and riding on a mule. One day, riding on a mule. Mule is an animal cross between horse and a donkey. Okay, and one day the king came to the cave where the wise shepherd lived, and he received him in a very good manner. The hospitality was very good. He owned a small amount of meal for his dinner. That meal also he shared with the king. So, and the conversation also was very good and in a decent way. This conversation and the hospitality inspired the king. Okay, and the king was really impressed by his hospitality. The shepherd was able to make out that his visitor was none other than the king. The king made the wise shepherd as the what? Yes, governor of a small district. And the king became, even though he was tired in traveling, he decided to move at the next morning. He said many thanks for his kindness to a poor traveler. But actually the shepherd realized him as a king, isn't it? So looking straight to his eyes, the shepherd replied, "Thank you, your majesty, for paying you a compliment to visit this poor man's cave." The king was astonished and he was pleased. He was indeed very wise, the king decided, and the king appointed the humble shepherd as the governor. Okay, but the shepherd remained as humble as ever. People all loved him and honored him for his wisdom, sympathy, and goodness. He was kind and just to one and all. He treated everyone the same. His fame was very fair, and the wise governor soon spread throughout the country, not only for the particular a small district, but his fame spread throughout Iran, fully throughout Iran. Now the governors of other provinces grew very jealous about him, right? And they told something against the shepherd to the king. They said he is very dishonest and keeps himself a part of money he is collecting from the people as tax. So why did he always carry with him? He added, iron chest he used to carry. Why did he carry an iron chest with him? So all these were secrets, and all these information went to the king, right? After all, he is a normal person. Why did he always carry him the iron chest? Children, tell me. He carried the treasure, or he had some money secretly collected from the people. Is it so? After all, they said he was an ordinary shepherd, so he is behaving in such a manner. It's not a better manner, right? So the new governor was called. At the first, the king did not pay any attention to the reports of other governors. But later on, how long he will extend? The endless stories about the shepherd goes on hearing to the king. So one thing was certain, the king discovered the new governor did carry an iron chest with him always. So one day the new governor was summoned to the palace. He was riding on the camel with the iron chest. He made it very secure. The king was very angry. So what does it contain? Why you are carrying always? The governor smiled. He asked his servant to bring the chest. All the people around him were eagerly waiting to see what is there. And how great was their astonishment, and even the king himself. Now the chest was open. It was not a silver, not gold, not any jewels, but an old blanket. Okay, holding it up proudly, the shepherd said, "This is my dear master. This is my only treasure. I always carry with me." So why do you carry that ordinary blanket with you? The governor asked. Other governors also are listening. The king also asked the same question to the shepherd. The shepherd replied quietly, with quiet dignity, "This blanket is my oldest friend. It will still protect me at any time, Your Majesty." And the king was so pleased. And how embarrassed the jealous governors became to hear the wise man's reply. Now they knew the shepherd was indeed the humblest and the wisest man in the land. The king made him the governor of much bigger city that the same day. So this is an Iranian folktale. Children, I hope I completed the three part of unit 3. Okay, one is prose, poem and supplementary reader, and the grammar part, verb is there and the composition is there, that you have to go through it, right? Let us finish the session, and we will conduct one test on Monday, probably 17th of August we will conduct, and next we will go on with the next topic, 4th unit. Okay dear children, thank you so much.